We are on our third edition of our Manual for Student Success, and so I'm just going to really quickly highlight for you here what this includes. So this is our original structure of providing tools and visuals to guide and walk students through developing all of the executive functioning skills that they will need to be able to really feel successful and confident. So we have a multitude of areas here that we address, and I will flip to the table of contents to kind of touch on and highlight those for you. We are looking at basically how are you going to manage all of these pieces, decide what your priorities are. In the very back of the manual, we do include our informal assessments. So we have younger grades available, and we've got older grades, grades 6 and up, where we ask students to kind of do a self-assessment and really looking at all of these key areas of executive functioning. And that's where we're going to be kind of, using that for a starting point to decide and determine what are the areas of priority and which skills or pieces do we want to pull in and walk through first. So those are at the back of the manual. The manual itself then goes into multiple areas. We look at organization, not just of materials and things, but also we have many tools available for helping organize information as well, because that's a point that can be a point of breakdown for many students and frustration in that they're just feeling overwhelmed with the amount of information and they're not sure how to organize or get that information out or study it when they're preparing for tests. So we have organization of materials and information, planning and time management. Of course, we look at many different tools and structures and approaches to being able to better plan, organize, and manage time. We talk about the homework process because this is a challenge for so many students. When there's a lot that needs to be done, it can be a big point of frustration and stress. So we have several tools dedicated to that. Study skills and preparing for tests. Again, a really big area with executive functioning and learning how to break down and manage and use specific concrete tools to customize plans in this area can take stress down, we can bring grades up, and we can get students feeling more confident and successful with these tools. And then one of our most important areas here with executive functioning is learning to be more self-aware and to start to self-regulate. So when things are getting in the way, what are we going to do about it? And how are we going to make adjustments based on the successes or lack thereof that we're having so that we can get back on track or meet and reach the goals that we want to be able to achieve. And like I said, the very back section includes the assessments that are informal as well. So parents can complete those, students can complete those for themselves, and that will give some direction as to what areas we might want to focus on first. The rest of the manual is just set up, and we'll flip to a couple example pages here, where the left-hand side is going to be the description of the tool and how we would use it. And then it will be a student example. We've got bullet points for use, but the student example actually has completed work so that you could see what another student might have filled in to give you ideas and suggestions for then moving to the right-hand side and creating plans and customizing and personalizing these for yourself. So we find that when we're very visual, very specific, and very concrete and honing in on these small little details or these points of breakdown, and we're making plans to address those, this is where we see students having the most success when they've got solid and concrete plans so that they know exactly what to do in each situation to address or to develop the skills that we're looking to target. So you can see here, again, we'll just look at another example. Left-hand side, student example, fully completed, bullet points and tips for use and understanding how or why we would actually want to use this tool so you can decide if that's going to be a good fit for you as a student or for the students that you're working with. And the right-hand side is the blank template, so the students can copy and create as many of those as they need for different situations. That is the main summary of all the features of our Manual for Student Success. We have some really fabulous tools across all of those areas. They're simple to use. They walk through breaking down every step in the process, kind of hold your hand along the way as you're customizing these tools for yourself or for your students. So you can check that out, purchase that for download or a paper copy on our website.